something that has sort of terrified me at a few very discrete but kind of like painful moments in my life was I couldn't prove that everyone around me, all my loved ones, were not automata, that they had feelings like I did. To write in any sort of coherent way about solipsism, you have to not be a solipsist. You don't just curl up in a corner because you can't prove other people exist. You still have to do whatever you do, just with this weird, pernicious doubt in your head. And to do those things, you actually can't be a solipsist, because if you inhabit it, you can't really think about it anymore. You can't write about it anymore. I write books of historically informed absurdism, surrealism, trying to create my own world and my own interior logic and address my own obsessions with knowledge, with, doubt, skepticism, solipsism of what we can know outside of our own heads. So much of growing up is trying to figure out why you think the things you think, how much of it has been imposed on you, and how much is really yourself. I grew up in a suburb of Boston. I've never really been too interested in my immediate surroundings. My mom was born in Prague, and the life my family lived in Bohemia is somehow more, I don't know about vivid, but some sort of crude way in which my writing is just a longing for that sort of vanished pre-war, interwar period. I don't know how it actually was, so I can idealize it, and to some extent, everything I think about is pure invention. I'm never aiming for verisimilitude. If I feel like on the page I'm trying to get a period right, or to get any sort of accuracy about what it must have been like, then I know I'm on the wrong track. I have no interest in realist fiction. I kind of know what reality looks like, and I don't read books about it. I don't try to see myself represented on the page. I want a book to make its own world, to invent its own logic, its own syntax, and its own rhythms, and have a sound that hasn't existed before.